Governor Akpabio awarded 2014 Newswatch Person of the Year. PDP governorship candidate in the state, Udom Emmanuel, promises to actualize the Ibaka Deep Sea Port project. More than 200 judges sworn in as chairman and members of 2015 Election Petition Tribunal. Details shortly. Very good morning to you. It's Channel 45 News at Dawn. My name is Akani Yene Okbong. Governor Godswill Akpabio has been awarded the 2014 Newswatch Person of the Year. Governor Akpabio backed the award during the maiden edition of Newswatch Person of the Year celebration held at Nikon Luxury Hotel, Abuja. Receiving the award, Governor Akpabio expressed gratitude to the board and management of Newswatch Communications Limited for appreciating good governance, adding that the public presentation of Person of the Year award to him was a clear testimony that Newswatch Communications recognizes excellence. The governor, who was represented at the occasion by the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Oduak Iwuk, Akwa Ibom State Liaison Officer, Abuja, reiterated that the award is not only a pride to the government and the people of the state, but also a booster for greater service to God and humanity. Presenting the award to the governor, the managing director and executive officer of Newswatch Communications Limited, Dr. Bola John Folayan, said, Governor Godswill Akpabio was adjudged the best governor of the year in infrastructure development, following a nationwide poll on the most outstanding person of the year 2014. The state PDP governorship flag bearer, Mr. Udom Emmanuel, has promised to ensure the realization of Ibaka Deep Sea Port project in Mbo local government if elected governor. Speaking at the Methodist Primary School in Wang, venue of his campaign rally, Mr. Udom Emmanuel said he is conversant with the model and blueprint of the Ibaka Deep Sea Port. Florence Umoito covered the rally, but the report is here presented.
Mr. Udom Emmanuel urged the people to discountenance rumors that the planned deep sea port has been relocated, explaining that the proposed deep sea port is not a project to be sited on one single spot, but a project that will span a region. He further assured them that the industrial park of the Niger Delta is to be sited at Mbo because Mbo has the needed depth of water for the project and is also a part of the outlined business plan OBP, of which over 5 billion naira has already been provided as takeoff for the construction. The governorship candidate promised to continue where Governor Godswill has stopped on the Itebi-Enwang Road, adding that such state projects and other federal government initiatives, including the extension of the East-West Road, appointments into national and international offices, can only be consolidated, implemented, and continued by the PDP at the national and state levels. Mr. Udom Emmanuel, who described his message to the Mbo people as that of love, unity, development, consolidation, and continuity, also promised to give Mbo a cottage hospital and reaffirmed that the next phase of development in the state will begin from the coastlines and the rural areas.
We assure you, the President just spoke on Friday and said that the OBC outlined business cases on his table that is going to give approval very soon. once the approval is given, I promise you as the governor, even if I don't do anything, I will ensure the realization of the Bakadip Seaport.
Addressing the rally, Governor Godswill Akpabio presented his scorecard in terms of infrastructural development, appointment of people from Oro Nation into political positions in and outside the country and within the states. He declared his love for the people of Oro Nation, stating that the area appeared bereft of infrastructural development, but had nonetheless been earmarked to spearhead the next phase of infrastructural development of the state by the PDP. Governor Akpabio therefore urged the people of Mbo to keep faith with the PDP, assuring them of a better deal in the Udom Emmanuel administration.
As I'm talking to you now, up to 3 companies have shown ability, $5.something billion to start the construction of Bakadip Seaport. And somebody comes to lie to you that Godswill Akpabio are taking the Bakadip Seaport away. Take to fear personal person.
Earlier, the Director General of Udom Emmanuel Campaign Organization, Otue Kongidoisen Kanga, urged the people of Mbo to vote for Mr. Udom Emmanuel, describing him as a quality product who is well educated, experienced, intelligent, and dedicated. The state chairman of the PDP, Obong Polo Ikpo, thanked the people of Mbo for their steadfastness and loyalty to the PDP and pledged that the Oro Nation will be the primary focus of development in the next regime.
The conference that just finished wanted to bring a balanced nation so that the Southeast can have more than 5 states instead of 7 in Northwest and only 5 in Southeast, so that the minorities, which includes you, can have a more say, so that you can have a say in the oil that you produce. It's only Goodluck Ebele Jonathan that can implement that conference report.
Other features of the rally include musical entertainment, cultural display, and solidarity march by groups and political organizations.
The PDP governorship candidate in the state, Ms. Udom Emmanuel, says the industrialization of the state in order to create employment opportunities for youths will receive adequate attention by his administration if voted into power. Ms. Udom Emmanuel made the pledge during his campaign rally in Urunguko, which took place at St. Michael's Primary School, Ukukam. Eyaganopo tells us more.
Mr. Udom Emmanuel was accompanied to Urunguko by his wife Martha, Governor Godswill Akpabio and wife, the Deputy Governor Lady Valerie Ebe, PDP chieftains, members of the State Executive Council, and his supporters. Before their arrival, the people of Urunguko, who came out in their numbers, had kept the campaign grounds lively with song and dance. Political groups declared their solidarity by flying Udom's banners, while entertainers thrilled spectators with performances. Ekpe and Ekpo masquerades took their turn in warming the arena. For the youth, it was an avenue for showcasing their stamina as they danced around the campaign grounds. Addressing the rally, Governor Godswill Akpabio lauded the people of Urunguko for the large turnout and promised them dividend of democracy in Udom's administration. Governor Akpabio, who reminded the people of his love for them, said Oro Nation has benefited from his administration by having 2 ministers, 2 ambassadors, and the state coordinator of NDDC, Etmeyang Jr., as well as the longest bridge in Africa, which is near completion. The state chief executive also added that with Udom, Oro Nation will have good infrastructure, employment opportunities, while the Maritime Academy will be elevated to a university. On the issue of the Bakadip Seaport, the governor promised the people soon work at the site.
What I've done, which is within my capability, is to say that if Oran cannot have governorship in this one in 2015, Oran must have the next big elected position for a case senatorial district. And that position is the position of a Senate. May God keep you alive so that the next governor of God will say,
whom you say is right, will come and do the right thing to our nation and do the right thing for the youth. In Jesus' name I pray.
In their messages of support, Chibesin Okwonwudo, the senatorial candidate Obong Nelson Effiong, the Commissioner for Education Professor Otman Tai, women and youth leaders, as well as the woman that brought PDP to the area 17 years ago, Udom Block Belt. They enjoyed the governorship to transform our nation when he into power and also reward those who stood by him.
I will tell you what the women of Urumoko have mandated me as their mouth tell you today. They want me to tell you that as a mother hen, if you look for the trouble of the mother hen, go and take the chicken. And by that, they are saying that they will not leave a stone unturned in returning all the PDP candidates.
If you want a PDP, if you want a demonstration, if you want a separation, only congratulations.
Come for rally, but what you have come is a confirmation of the fact that Urumoko will support you 100%.
Candidate Mr. Udom Emmanuel thanked the people of Urumoko for the confidence they have in him and to industrialize the area by providing jetty for fish baking, developing the beaches, and taking secondary school into government secondary school, while also creating employment opportunities for the youth.
So, first of all, I want to stand here to confirm every single thing the governor had pronounced. Where he stops, Urumoko, hold me responsible. I will complete it. PDP is equal to development. So it is only Udom Emmanuel as a PDP governor that can work with PDP president and make Ibadan Seaport a reality.
Others that spoke included the Deputy Governor, Lady Valerie Ebe, the Director General of Udom Team, Otuekong Idongesenkanga, Udom's running mate, Moses Ekbo, while the state PDP chairman, Obong Paul Ekbo, presented candidates of the area to the people.
The Abak Federal Constituency Campaign Council has rounded off its tour of wards in Atimekbo local government with an assurance from the people that they will vote massively for the People's Democratic Party and all its candidates in this month's election. The campaign council is canvassing the people's support for President Goodluck Jonathan, Chief Godswill Akpabio for Senate, Udom Emmanuel for Governor, and the re-election of Ms. Emmanuel Ikun for House of Representatives and Gabriel Toby for Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly. Etienne Ibanga reports.
General of the campaign, Elder Moi Boite, accompanied by political stakeholders from Abak, local government areas, making up the federal constituency, took a carnival form as people in different wards comes to receive the team. At the time, including the rector of Akwa Ibom State Ikorosura, Dr. Israel Afia, a commissioner in the Law Reforms Commission, SMU Doga, Ime Amos for Youth, and the family head of Ntoyanwudo, Chief, said that PDP government has provided visible dividends of democracy to the people, hence the need for its continuity.
Not even one.
The chairman of Atimekbo local government, Mr. Udo Jack, noted that Governor Godswill Akpabio's administration has changed the fortunes of the area as evidenced in every sector and called on the people to support PDP and all its candidates in the elections. The Director General of the campaign committee, Elder Moi Boite, presented Mr. Emmanuel Ikun and Gabriel Toby to the people and called on them to vote for them. At Government School of Bangtag Ward 7, cultural display, women, youth and elders turn out in their numbers to assure the campaign team total victory of PDP in the elections. The ward chairman, Mr. Albert Ekaiko, Dr. Fioedo Okorie, Mrs. Alice Obot, and Ubong Okorie, who addressed the rally, maintained that PDP has led the people in the right direction and pledged to resist attempts by self-seeking politicians to lead them astray. The atmosphere was the same at the Temeko Ward 8 as PDP supporters gathered at Holy Rosary Catholic School Field, Ikorodobong, in solidarity with the party's candidate. The team paid homage to village council members, appealed to them to mobilize their subjects' gate permanent voter card to enable them to discharge their franchise in the elections. The ward chairman, Mr. Niebredo, ward elder, Udemedu, Theresa Okon for women and youth assured the campaign committee of block vote for PDP. At QIC Town School, Water 2 at Merkbo Ward 9, the village head of Ndorobong, Chief Jumbo Opan, ward chairman Victor Umo, ward elder Mr. Udeme Afia, Mrs. Comfort Marcus and Aswabia Udosora said the ward is strong and active for PDP.
Ward 9 has never from 2002 to be in opposition and will never start now, having gained from the government of Gospel Akpabio.
It was a homecoming for the member representing Abak Federal Constituency, Emmanuel Ekon, when the campaign trail bedded at Etmepo Ward 10 in Wukem. The area came alive with activities of different support groups, cultural troops and display, even as the people embark on road walk, jubilating from Iwukem Junction to St. Joseph Catholic School, Iwukem venue of the rally. On arrival, the team paid homage to Iwukem Village Council, after which the ward chairman, Mr. Emmanuel Ima William, and Mr. Tabong Udoka thanked the leadership of the party and the elders of the federal constituency for supporting the second-term bid of Mr. Kohn and Gabriel Toby. They promised to queue behind the party's candidate in the elections and presented victory sword to the lawmakers. Responding, the candidate for Abak Federal Constituency, Mr. Emmanuel Ekon, and Etmekbo Ika State Constituency member Gabriel Toby promised to deepen governance if re-elected and call on the people to vote for PDP to ensure consolidation and continuity in the state and country.
PDP is from the presidency, the Senate, the House of Representatives, the House of Assembly, whoever the consolidated PDP in this world will return 100%.
Etienne Ibanga reporting.
Security agencies in the state say they would deal decisively with anyone or group who tries to foment trouble during the forthcoming general elections. Details when we return. Stay with us.
Ruas do fazer da mais do sol. Rua Tina, e da mais do sol.
The Rudom tell Emmanuel at the time and saw the man. Therefore, if a man meditated, when finally His Excellency Agapo Minister, they can be not a tire of the Moses. When you look at what you get, I get a point. Joseph, Agapanda. I know for them. At the amount of one home. Sitting on a quarter of the amount of you have there, but then we come on all of us at the full of the end. Somebody in a man. You know, is that
Udom is right and fair. For God is the best. For Kwai-Bon said, Udom is right and fair. Behold our next governor.
Welcome back. Security agencies in the state say they would deal decisively with anyone or group who tries to foment trouble during the forthcoming general elections. The agency stated this during the show of force to alert members of the public on their combat readiness. Livingstone Daniel has more.
A show of force is a military operation to show one's own capability or will to act if provoked. As early as 6 o'clock in the morning, combat ready and smartly dressed officers and men of the Nigerian Army, police, immigration, prisons, NDLEA, road safety, civil defense, custom, navy, and the DSS converged on the cenotaph in Uyo to take part in the exercise, after which they queue according to their various forces for a brief by superior officers on the rules of engagement. Listen up. Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Damian Abibu, while briefing officers and men, noted that the exercise became necessary to alert members of the public that all security agencies are ready to protect all residents of the state. He pointed out that the security agencies will deal with anyone or group, no matter how highly placed, who run foul of the law.
Today is the beginning of the second phase of our show of force. There is a saying that prevention is better than cure. There have been efforts to see that the gladiators in the current electoral process embrace peace, go about the electoral process, and ensure that voters vote whoever they want to vote. And in view of that, we don't want a situation whereby some people take laws into their hands. And to let the people know to that effect that we will not allow any attempt by anybody as an individual or group of individuals, miscreants, political thugs, or whatever they call them, to disrupt the process. We are going out to assert our presence by way of patrol. Not mere patrol, we are all armed. And in course of our movement, we should be fully prepared to know that in the event of anything, we're going to respond.
But the officers and men later boarded their vehicles and hit the road to show the public their combat readiness. AKPC 45 News understands that this is the second phase of the exercise, which will run through Friday. Livingstone Daniel reporting.
A 2-week free treatment of patients suffering from vesicovaginal fistula (VVF) has ended in the state. Vesicovaginal fistula is an abnormal fistulous tract extending between the bladder or vesicle and the vagina that allows continuous involuntary discharge of urine into the vaginal vault. The free medical treatment, which is the first in the year, took place at the Pope John Paul II Family Life Center and Maternal Birth Injury VVF Hospital, Mbreberitam, in its local government. Vesicovaginal fistula VVF is a disease that is common among women and is caused by prolonged obstructed labor, abortion, surgical mishap, an accident, among others. The 2 weeks exercise, which is expected to be hosted 4 times this year, had 48 patients in attendance. In an interview, a member of the Medical Missionaries of Mary and a matron of the hospital, Reverend Sister Sylvia Ndubuaku, advised women to visit hospitals for antenatal when they are pregnant. Reverend Sister Ndubuaku urged young girls to refrain from illicit sex and called on the clergy to educate and allow their subjects to visit hospitals to avoid complications during childbirth, which may lead to VVF case. She appreciated the governor's wife, Mrs. Ekaitu Nama Akpabio, Mobile Producing Nigeria Unlimited, and other individuals who have been supporting activities of VVF Center over the years and solicited for more help to take care of the patients.
And it's painful that it's happening now among young girls. Like this very camp, we have a girl of 14 years, we have of 10 years, that of 10 years, thank God it's not true childbirth, but accident. That is unpreventable. But you have a girl of 15, you have 18. And it is happening, it's destroying the life of our girls.
Also speaking, a staff in the immunization unit of the hospital, Reverend Sister Grace Akman, advised parents to relate with their female children as well as pay attention to their education. She discouraged early marriage among young girls, saying those who are sexually immature may fall prey to the infection.
In some women, when they go for antenatal, we assess their pelvis, to see whether they will be able to come out. But some they have the pelvic rise and weak to any time.
Some of the patients treated appreciated the hospital management for the gesture.
I came out to have my chest to operation. They do operation, but the operation that I did is not for me that because it's always leaking. I came back for 2015. But I know that I'm not doing an operation, but I know that when once I leave here, come back, everything will go back.
And then my sister took me to this place. And here it is actually now, 1 week. So I can see the hands of God. The people are tried. I'm okay now, I'm free.
More than 200 judges have been sworn in preparatory to handling cases that may arise from the forthcoming general elections. Mercy Ekere has this and other reports from the national and foreign scene.
The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Mahmood Mohammed, has sworn in more than 200 judges from federal and state high courts to serve as chairmen and members of the 2015 election petition tribunals. He cautioned them not to accept gifts or engage in illicit communication with politicians or their lawyers. The Chief Justice has also urged them to be careful and thorough in the review of petitions, responses, pleadings, and physical evidence and arguments of counsel of the parties that will appear before them.
May I also remind you that we are painstakingly selected based on your integrity, competence, and I hope you will sustain these virtues throughout the period of tribunal assignment.
February 4th, 2015 is World Cancer Day. It is organized by the Union for International Cancer Control and is an opportunity to highlight the wide range of effective prevention, treatment, and control of the many forms of cancer. The theme for this year's World Cancer Day is Not Beyond Us. The World Health Organization has called for global action plans for national, international, and multi-sectional actions across multiple areas to reduce cancer risk and to strengthen healthcare delivery systems for people with cancer. In the United States, a Metro-North commuter train has collided with an SUV on the tracks north of the New York City, killing the car's driver and 6 passengers aboard the train. According to the New York Metropolitan Transportation Authority, the SUV was stopped on tracks when a railroad crossing gate came down on top of the SUV. The driver got out, checked the rear of the vehicle, got back in, and drove forward before it was struck by the train. The collision caused the SUV to explode, and the fireballs from the explosion set the front of the train ablaze. A Taiwanese TransAsia GE-235 plane with 58 passengers and crew on board has crashed into a river in Taipei shortly after takeoff. The plane lurched between buildings, clipped an overpass with its port side wing, and crashed upside down in the shallow part of the river. Taiwanese local media reports that the plane had just taken off when it lost contact with air traffic control. At least 16 people have been killed, about a dozen missing, and as many as 28 people appear to have survived the crash. Jordan has hanged 2 Iraqis, including a female terrorist, Sajida al-Rishawi. The execution came hours after ISIS posted a video appearing to show Jordanian Muaz al-Kasabe being burnt alive in a cage. The pilot was seized by ISIS after crashing during an anti-ISIS mission over Syria in December. The Islamic State militants had earlier demanded the release of the woman, Rishawi, in exchange for a Japanese hostage, Kenji Goto, who was later beheaded with videos of his death released last Saturday. Jordan later attempted to secure Lieutenant Kasabe's release by exchanging him for the female militant prisoner. But recent security reports showed that the pilot had been killed a month ago. Meanwhile, there are on in Jordan with the father of the executed pilot demanding that the Jordanian government should do more than just executing all ISIS prisoners in Jordan.
You can also watch AKBC TV News online by logging onto akbconline.org or follow us on Twitter at AKBC45 for you or on Facebook at AKBC Channel 45. To end the news, a look at the top stories. Governor Godswill Akpabio has been awarded the 2014 Newswatch Person of the Year. We also brought you a report that more than 200 judges have been sworn in as chairman and members of the 2015 Election Petition Tribunal. That's our package this Thursday morning. May your day be good. Good morning.
Accurately informative, knowledgeable.